Every year, hundreds of thousands of lives are lost across North America to a highly coordinated, multinational trade. This chart shows the dual nature of this crisis. On one side, you have staggering overdose death rates in the United States and Canada. On the other, enormous homicide rates concentrated in specific Mexican states. When we talk about this issue, the focus usually falls entirely on a single line in the sand, the US-Mexico border. We tend to picture a simple, one-way smuggling operation moving illicit cargo north. But the organizations moving these drugs operate highly integrated logistics networks. They source raw materials globally, manufacture products systematically, and route profits through digital clearinghouses. To understand how this actually works, we have to pull back from the physical border and map the closed-loop, three-part supply chain keeping these operations running. The process begins far from North America, with the large-scale industrial manufacturing of precursor chemicals in China. Those chemicals are shipped across the Pacific to Mexico's western coast, specifically Baja California, Sonora, and Sinaloa. Here, chemists use a streamlined process known as the Gupta method to synthesize the raw precursors into finished fentanyl. Once pressed into pills, the product is trafficked north to satisfy a massive consumer demand in the US and Canada. But the trucks and supply routes heading back south don't travel empty. They carry high-powered firearms purchased in the United States directly into Mexico. This steady influx of American weapons equips the cartels with military-grade firepower, directly driving the severe homicide rates we looked at earlier. The physical border functions as an exchange program. North America trades its firearms and street cash for Mexico's synthetic drugs. That street cash actually creates a massive logistical headache. Cartels are left holding millions in physical US dollars that they cannot safely deposit into the traditional banking system. To solve this, they turn to underground money brokers, operating quietly within the United States. Brokers collect physical cash, highly prized by Chinese nationals seeking hard currency, and convert it into cryptocurrency stablecoins. Digitized funds are beamed instantaneously across the globe, bypassing banking regulations. This laundered crypto pays Chinese manufacturers for precursors and routes profit directly back to cartels. By utilizing the blockchain, cartels transform a cumbersome physical cash bottleneck into a frictionless global financial engine. However, this digital solution introduces a critical vulnerability. The blockchain moves fast, but its ledger is public, and the data is permanent. By analyzing transaction histories, intelligence firms and government agencies can trace the flow of stablecoins, mapping the entire hidden network wallet by wallet. Federal authorities use that data to target the operation's financial core. They freeze digital assets, dismantle the laundering networks, and issue severe sanctions against the international chemical suppliers. This strategy creates tangible geopolitical pressure. Following targeted intelligence tracing and diplomatic negotiations, China implemented new export controls in May 2026 to restrict the flow of fentanyl precursors. Guarding a physical crossing point isn't enough to stop a digital supply chain. Enforcement has to focus on breaking the financial network that connects the suppliers, the manufacturers, and the buyers. Modern cartels operate as highly efficient tech and logistics conglomerates. Defeating them requires tearing down the corporate infrastructure they rely on to do business.